Welcome to beautiful Sunny Isles. Nah, I'm just playing. This is actually Brickle. Sunny Isles is way better than Brickle, but I have to come down to this dump every single time to this beautiful studio to actually meet my co-host, Fresh.
Yes,
we're here. And my boy Dom.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, you know what's funny about Brickle, man? Hate and love it. It's still here all this time, and you know what it is? It's convenient. No cars. You can walk everywhere.
Yep.
It's good, right now.
Yeah, it's good. It felt like a mini New York to me.
Yeah, you know, it's not the place, it's the people.
You got a good point, but Sunny Isles is too far, bro. It's too far out the way.
Yeah. It's definitely too far. But if you could choose between no studio, no influencer stuff, if you could just choose between Brickle and Sunny Isles, come on, keep it real. Where are you living?
Okay, Sunny Isles.
Yeah, you get the beach.
With a family, though.
Of course.
Yeah, and the view.
With a family.
Single?
Don't worry. We'd love it as a single. What's his name was living over there for about a year? Ross in the Porsche Tower.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so, and by the way, the Porsche Tower has a leaking problem. You don't want to go there.
No doubt.
oh, my goodness. You said that out loud? Anyhow, lots going on in the news today. We're going to cover Shannon Sharpe and that debacle. Listen, bro, I tell everybody this off rip from the podcast. Nobody's safe.
Yeah.
Not Tom Brady. Not Will Smith. Definitely not you, bro. So, honestly speaking, man, nobody's safe. It's going to be a tough one for Shannon, for sure.
Yeah,
Shannon Sharpe, man.
Yo.
Shannon Sharpe. I'm not sure. Do you guys remember him as a football player?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, I do. He was a hell of a football player. Honestly, his brother, Sterling, was actually even better. But Shannon Sharpe was a hell of a tight end, probably top 5 tight ends in NFL history, at least modern. But the thing about Shannon is he always had a thing for the younger women. He always had a thing for them, and a lot of guys who are very successful do. But here's the thing. These American women, they're sharks. Tate found that out. A lot of people found that out. So when you're actually messing with these women who are OnlyFans, 304s, you're going to get burnt. You're going to get burnt. It's like playing with a snake. At some point, that motherfucker going to bite you.
Listen, speaking of Sharpe, she was definitely sharp about her demeanor because I'll tell you this, bro. What she did to him, bro, is a diabolical plan. Like, from the jump, I mean, we'll cover it later on for sure, but just real quick, she gave him a to Z plan outright because she knew coming into this, I made this about sexual aggressiveness, put it out there. So when I'm ready to reel this shit back in, he gonna say, well, she gonna say, gotcha, bitch.
Literally, bro. She lured him in into thinking she's into the like aggressive, violent stuff. And now he's matching that energy, weeks or who knows, months or even years later. She just wake up one day and say, I'm not into that no more. And that's all it takes.
Listen, guys.
That's crazy.
Guys,
woman's prerogative to change her mind, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Guys, I'm going to give you 3 tips to follow to not fall into this scenario. If possible, you guys don't have my issue last year. It was insane. Thank God nothing happened crazy. But again, for you guys watching, man, 3 major tips on what not to do to survive women. Because America is tough. Anyhow, we'll get into the first news topic.
All right. College students complain as Myron Gang debates other students on their campus. I did not come to this school to experience hate speech. I won't have to come here.
Look at the complainers.
Yeah, she couldn't take it, man. She just broke down.
Yo, he did an amazing job at the campus, by the way.
That was A1, man.
Yo.
He was cooking like
witty,
Chef Boyardee.
funny with the jokes, bam.
Yeah, he completely dominated.
Let's play it.
And that's what you can do. Not necessarily turning the country into like this. We want to focus on that.
I did not come into school to deal with hate speech. I wouldn't have came here if I knew you were going to allow that.
Well, I'm assuming that's a lead up to something with...
Don't speak to all your mom is our left too. I mean, your mom is our left too, but shut up. About what? Yeah, I'm going to tell
All right, we can cut this tape. Listen, this is another example why the 19th Amendment needs to be repealed. Go ahead, bro.
Listen, this is a school of future people coming to workplace and to adulthood. And their view on being masculine in these times, their view of being right, having common sense, is so far gone that anything that sounds like hate speech is considered bad. And she's just saying, okay, I didn't know coming to school would be hate speech. This is one day out of how many days you're at school. with someone with a different opinion than you, you're mad?
Yeah.
Like seriously.
And this is Penn State, isn't it?
No, this is some South Carolina or
South
something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, what are you talking about? She wants to be in her safe space.
We'll go somewhere else.
There you
There's
go.
Other rooms.
There you go.
Go in your dorm. I don't know where the fuck you live, bro. Go somewhere else, bro. Like, you don't have to be there. Oh, this is so bad for me. Nigga, walk away. You got 2 legs.
This is why the more and more I think about it, I don't think women, need to get educated. They just need to get indoctrinated, and they just need to like worship God or something like that. Let them like be like indoctrinated with the Jesus or Islam or whatever, and that way they won't get out of line like this. But just for women.
That's something to make me think.
Women.
In all these countries in the world, only women is pretty much the only gender that men, any gender, make rules for. And that's like across the entire world. That you typically see women have restrictions. You don't really see restrictions for men.
Because you see what happens when you don't have those restrictions. There's this one case I will never forget. I read about 2 weeks ago. This woman had cancer. She had 2 years left to live. What does she do? Does she spend it with her husband? Does she spend it with her kids? No. She divorces her husband, gets rid of her kids, and says, I'm going to be going around the country getting plowed.
The last 2 weeks?
Yeah, for the last 2 years of her life, she was running around getting plowed.
Wasn't that the Russian girl?
I don't know who it was, man.
Wow.
It was definitely somebody, bro. Because this is what happens when women get to use their emotional state to make decisions. They don't make good decisions. If you're emotional, you're not going to make good decisions. So when it comes down to these women, there's another case. A woman had everything she wanted from a guy. Doesn't working, raising kids, everything's fine. He's a millionaire. All of a sudden, she's not fulfilled. All of a sudden, he's not actually growing with her. All the bullshit they will say. They would leave, get plowed out. Then all of a sudden, they have a mixed baby, and they don't know where, and they don't be like, what the hell happened in my life? This is what happens when women are left to their own decisions. All political power needs to be stripped.
There was a case in Ireland, we covered that on other podcasts, where me and Myron broke down how this lady actually met 2 guys. One guy she's messing with for a while. The other guy was kind of nicer, a little bit, more new, more fresh, no pun intended. And what happened was, she actually got pregnant by the first guy, the bad boy she was smashing, so to speak. The alpha imprint. And she was like, you know what?
No.
This guy's not going to be a good father.
No.
But the new guy's going to be a good father. He's nice. He's cool. I could fuck this guy's life up. It don't matter. So she calls him and says, hey, I'm pregnant. He's like, oh, really? Oh, you know what? Damn. I feel bad if I don't take care of the kid and you. So here's some money for the actual test and whatever you need. Just send some money right away. And I'm like, you didn't even check. You didn't even do it. Anyhow.
Definitely
she pulls a fake DNA test from the real test, changes some stuff in Photoshop, his name, all the stuff, and percentage, and sent him and said, hey, babe, you're the father. I know, some Maury shit. And what happened was, he believed her. And for 2.5 years, he spent his whole entire life making sure the kid was good, she was good, they bought a house together. Kind of find out, she felt guilty. She said, you know what? Oh, shit! I feel bad about this shit, man. Like, I'll be honest, honey. This isn't your kid. Bro, I don't know what caused her to say this isn't your kid to her, to him. The moment she said that, he went to court, did another DNA test, found out it wasn't his kid. Could you imagine being a stepdaddy to someone else's kid for 2 to 3 years? Man. That isn't your kid. I think it's your kid the whole time. Terrible.
I would be charged with assault after that.
Man, it's sad, bro. It's sad.
Man, it is what it is. And it's basically what you need for the system to break down, because when women are not held in check to a certain standard, society will basically be destructive. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, these women will use their sex or their sexual energy to exploit resources out of guys. Doesn't matter if they're destroying fucking homes doing it. Yeah. Doesn't matter what they're doing. They will actually... There's women out there who go to NBA games home and get pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah. You know the worst part, though? She got no penalties at all.
No, of course not.
No jail time.
Nope.
Slap on the wrist. Well, next time, just be better.
Yeah, something that's even as bad as all of that is the fact that it took her 2 years to feel bad, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Most men, if they cheat on a significant other, they feel bad at post-nut clarity.
Yep.
As soon as they nut. What takes us a few seconds takes 2 years, bro. So you can't really give them the position to make decisions. It takes them 2 years to get it right. So it's like, that shit's crazy,
Imagine
man.
if she never told him.
Oh,
And he died thinking that's his kid.
there's so many men that are
That's
living
evil,
that, though.
bro.
That's
Yo,
the crazy
there's
thing.
this one clip I saw of this old man who took his kids to court, and he's like, "Man, listen, I'm a handsome guy. Those kids are ugly. They're not mine." Yo, I saw this clip, man. And then the woman is like, "Yo, I don't know what you keep bringing this stuff up. Man, I've been with you for 50 years." And then he's like, "I mean, I saw some guy running out the black door once," and she's like, "No, that was the plumber. That was the plumber." So, anyways, they have 3 kids, so they go through the list. First kid, not yours. It's like, no, there must be a mistake.
Wow.
Second kid, not yours.
Oh, damn.
Yo, and then like the last kid, they're hoping like last kid, not yours. And she went from no, there's something wrong with these tests, and then she's like, "Don't leave me."
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is 50 years she's been lying. Do you
Jesus.
understand? They're kids. They're kids.
Yeah.
And if they're not held in check, they'll destroy society.
100%.
They will honestly destroy society if they're not held in check. Now, some women are watching this and be like, "Yo, Gary, what the hell are you talking about? I can think, I can do everything these guys can do." You're in the minority. The 5% of women, probably 1 to 5% of women max, can whip a guy's ass. Flat out. 2 to 5% of women can lift more weights than guys. 2 to 5% of women are smarter than the average guy. But the fact remains that most of you women are extremely emotional. And you cannot be left unchecked to your emotional impulses, because if you do, what happens is you leave, you break up families, you destroy lives. You need to be held in check for the betterment of society. This is what religions have understood for centuries.
Yeah, generations.
Okay? This is why there's a patriarchy. Because if you guys are running shit, everything goes to hell. Look what's happening. Homosexuality's rampant. Why? Because women can vote.
Yeah. Literally.
That's exactly why.
That's where it
Because
started.
you have empowered them. Degeneracy always empowers degeneracy.
And that's the main people that's supporting the LGBT community are straight females, supposedly.
100%.
They're the main ones, especially in the black community. Especially in the black community.
Community,
they
man.
support it.
Bot will do it, which my people have basically programmed, but it's all the information based off what I know, man. Listen, I'm the best guy in the world at this. It is what it is. And listen, if you do donate, put in your birthday. I'm not psychic. I know you guys actually think I'm psychic, but I actually need a birthday to work off. Speaking of birthdays, man, Shannon Sharpe. I want to go into this guy. Shannon Sharpe is an 11 Lifepath. What is an 11 Lifepath? It's a great app.
Mm-hmm.
11s are also very emotional.
Really?
Yeah, and he's been very emotional in the media. That's why, he's been actually so popular. A lot of people like looking at what he does.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, when are these motherfuckers going to learn, man?
Yeah.
You keep putting your hand in the cookie jar, you're going to get bit. Listen, I didn't like Mike Pence too much. I thought he was a piece of garbage. But he said one thing that stuck with me, man. He's like, never be in a room alone with a woman who's not your wife.
Yeah.
As long if there's no cameras around, never be around, because you never know what she's gonna say.
Yeah.
They can lie and there's no consequences. And for you women who think that's funny, you have to understand what goes around comes around, and we need to start making examples of these people who are lying. Do you guys both agree that at some point we need to start putting women in jail for this?
Yeah.
False accusations, trying to basically extort guys for money. It is what it is.
For real. It creates trauma.
You know the worst part about this is that we're saying this now on the show, and I think there's some common sense here by logic. And what's happening is people will say this, speaking, you could do or accuse anybody of anything and then walk away scot-free. How's that fair? And in a fair society, just to be real with you, you should get equal punishment for equal, accusation. Yeah.
Logical stuff isn't logical to them. Yeah. They need, this is what they need. This is how their mind processes information. Yeah. Logic is not there. You can't explain things logically to an illogical creature. It is what it is.
It's true.
It's like, talking to kids.
Gotta have the right language.
We don't let kids do whatever they want because they don't know what's in their best interest
at all.
You know, I'm glad they're able to, you know, drive cars and stuff like that, and they're able to work. But
Even that's in question, bro.
Yeah.
But all right, what's the next one, Dom?
So this one is a weird one. President Trump is considering a $5,000 baby bonus to help to give to mothers to help boost the U.S. birth rate. Which, I mean, to me, that's kind of worrying because it's like that tells us that it says a lot about the relationship status in America.
Yeah.
That we can't give up kids. I mean, we can't have kids. We're not getting married. And things are definitely on a downturn. But in addition to this, he's kind of helping the problem by giving it to the mothers, bro.
Yeah.
Like the $5,000 to go to the mothers, I don't really understand that because it's really the man who's unable to have the kids. Women are still willing to have kids for the most part, especially with entrapping men. But the men aren't financially stable to have kids in 2025.
Yo, you know what's wild about this too? They're repeating the same mistake. You have a kid, you get money. Multiple kids, you get money. This right here, well, if I got money already, why have a kid? I can go buy some rims for my car. I can go down the street, get some new hair. Why spend it on kids? Now, think about it. Think about this. They spend money already. Sorry,
Yeah.
they get money already for just being there with kids. If it's for free, why have kids? Free money.
Well, I don't know. I think maybe give $5K if it's like a white kid because the birth rate for whites is like way down.
Way down.
Yeah, so I think maybe give the $5K to have like white babies. They gotta be like pure white babies too. No mixed stuff here. You know what I'm saying? Mixed maybe get half.
Because I mean, they don't need help.
Or 3/5.
Yeah, they don't need help though in the birth rate.
But
I'm
you gotta
just
talk to
saying.
your white women though. They be tripping.
I took care of. I got two
Speaking
kids.
of which-
I got 2 kids, bro. I'm good.
The woman that is accusing Shannon Sharpe is actually white as well, I
Yeah,
believe,
shocking.
or Hispanic. One of those.
Shocking.
But-
Didn't you read a book about snow buddies the other day?
I did actually.
Yeah,
it's
maybe
somewhere
Shannon
here.
Sharpe should fucking look up that episode.
Oh shit! Where's that book, bro? Where's that book?
Yeah, that shit's perfect for Shannon.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, man. Listen, again, nobody's safe. I feel bad for Shannon.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Shannon, hey man, we all do dumb stuff, and I was dumb. So it is what it is. Okay.
Kanye West reveals in his new song "Cousin" that he performed oral sex on his male cousin until he had reached the age of 14.
Yo, bruv.
This is the Nazis' hero, right?
Yeah, and imagine just supporting Kanye West as a white supremacist, and it's like, hell yeah, Nazi this, hell yeah, screw them, and then just I sucked on my cousin.
I was hoping,
like, bro.
I was hoping, bro, this wasn't real. Maybe just some random person hating on Kanye, just posting that shit. It can't be real, right? Is it real?
Yep.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it's
I
real.
told
It's
you
on his
guys. I
post.
told you guys the same thing about him last year. It's not like this. This is just out now, man. We all know he had sugar in the tank.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. Now that this story's out, it's not going to be a big deal. This guy went to Saudi Arabia. You know, he went to visit the royal family, and the royal family, you know, they gave him a place to stay in a you know, palace. You know, they do have cameras all over the place, and it wasn't a woman he was with. So, again, this is nothing new. I hear stuff all the time. Now that this is out, I can actually put it out
I've heard
there.
about the Jeffree Star shit.
Listen, this is a mentally ill individual who should not be taken seriously anymore, because no matter who he hates, no matter who you align with, what he says, what he didn't say, he's out there on his knees and he's not praying. Okay? He's out there on his knees. So anything he said is out the door, man.
Okay, hold on. Not to defend somebody here, but let's take it for what it is. He's expressing his thoughts, about his past trauma. Isn't that keeping it real to the highest degree?
It
Listen,
is, yeah.
At the end of the day, I was this person in the past.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
present.
Okay.
But listen, people need to know the truth. This is who I am.
Okay.
Take it or leave it.
Okay.
Is that terrible?
This is how I'm going to answer that, man.
Okay.
If you're a fat man, you can get in shape. If you're an uneducated man,
See what this
you
thing
can
goes.
go out there.
Don't do
You
it,
can
man.
go out there
Don't
and
do
get
it, man.
education. If you're a pull out there and become rich, okay? But once you're out there on your knees, you always on your knees, bro. Every single time.
Yeah. Okay, listen. Devil's advocate, right out the window. Never mind. Okay. Hopefully you're not his cousin. Cool. Who's next?
Blueface told his dad to pack up Christine Rock's belongings and throw them out after finding out she has a new man. They have a clip.
Man. Bro, this is like soap opera drama.
Every single time.
Yeah.
Blueface made that call. Said, hey, it's time to go. He ain't playing this time. He dead serious. Gotta pack it up. It's time to go.
They got time for it.
You got a Corvette in there?
I like it. What the hell? That's his dad?
Yeah, that's his dad, I think.
Oh, wow.
But you know what's crazy? They post everything about their relationship, bro.
Yes, bro.
It's almost like if like it's not staged, but it's like, bro, like, dude, we don't really care. Like, do you care?
But it's sad, yeah. But what's sad about it, bro? The fact that their relationship probably for like when they were both out and free, it was some of the hottest content on the internet, and it's only because it shows how many people relate to a degenerate relationship. So many of people like, oh my God, this is me, and I feel like, bro, if that couple came out in like 2002, 2003, they'd have been ridiculed off the internet.
Yeah.
And they became goals. These niggas was literally fighting each other, knocking each other teeth out, and they were goals, bro.
Yeah.
It's like the culture is so fucked in the dating world, bro. It's almost like it can't be saved. The West is really doomed in terms of love.
I'm sorry. Internet relationships are trash. That shit is not real. It's for the cameras. And let's keep it $1,000. This is actually more real than anything else because they're actually exposing dark truths about dating. But at the same time, the typical relationship online, you see the best parts.
Yeah,
they're
that's
having
true.
fun, eating food on vacations. We're like, all right, nigga, in real life, people be arguing and shit. What is this? And then you kind of find out scandal after scandal after scandal behind the scenes. So anything on the internet is not real, bro, for the most part. But
Most of them, someone trying to sell you something.
yeah, 100%.
Sell you a dream.
Pretty much.
Pope Francis has passed away at the age of 88. You know, had some accusations, I think, came out in February that were claiming that he had passed in February, which is plausible just because they are reporting that he passed the day after Easter. That's like somewhat symbolic. So, I mean, you can't die. I mean, think of a better day to die as the Pope than the day after Easter. But some people believed it was already in February.
Enough people out there who didn't listen to government officials when it came to the vaccine. There were people out there who didn't listen to doctors or so-called people who were paid by the pharmaceutical industry to take the vaccine. But once the Pope told people to take the vaccine, all of a sudden, tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of people worldwide let their guard down because they thought this was a servant of the Lord doing God's work. He was actually a messenger of death. How many people did this guy put into the grave? I listen. I'm not a Christian. I'm not gonna feel bad for pretty much a guy who's done more damage than serial killers. Now that he passed, he lied about a lot of things. Not to mention, he let the rainbows in the church. Like, what is this? What is this? So I'm sorry. I'm not gonna mourn. As a matter of fact, I might light up a blunt after this to celebrate.
Smoking on that Pope pack.
The Pope
Yo, Pope pack is crazy, dog. Yo, listen, I can tell you this right now, bro. Keeping it at 1,000, the Pope was just a character, bro.
Yeah.
How are you letting in these people that are not following the book,
Bro,
as normal people in the congregation? Because if they're gay, bro, sorry to say, you can't be leading the church or be part of church like that. You can't. Now, I can pray for you to listen, brother. Over there, stay over there. I'll pray for you. You can't come. Dude, it's like you're saying, you know what? Yeah, the Bible's here, but I'm going to do what I feel like. And his stance was unity amongst everything. So he's saying, for example, all religions should be under one. It should be one love, one community. What's that telling you, bro? He's ushering in the new world order.
Yeah.
So to me, his agenda was for not for God. It's for himself and those people. And again, like, to me, this whole thing was a charade because what Pope do you know said, you know, all right, Muslims come in. Who said that ever? Only this Pope, for a reason, by the way. But what's all about
I know this Pope did such a bad job just because white people are willingly trying to replace him with the nigga. The Pope they're trying to replace him with is a black dude, bro.
Damn.
Willingly. Not no DEI, not no affirmative action. You don't see no backlash.
Yeah.
They're willingly trying to replace him with the black dude. I said, he had to been the worst Pope of all goddamn time, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's at the point, bring a nigga in, bro. It's like, you want a black dude to be the Pope. He had to do a horrible job. And I'm talking about pure Catholics are advocating for him. So Francis had to flop. It was horrible.
The title of Pope is given so much power and prestige because it's been generationally passed down to let people know you're a servant of God. The problem with this Pope is that he was not. By all means, read your Bible for what it is. Don't read it out of your context or your own mindset because you make it led astray.
Religion has nothing to do with God anymore than justice have anything to do with the law.
I can agree with that.
Flat out.
There's some truth
God
to that.
existed before
But what
religion.
I will say is that his stance on everything was anti-God.
Yeah.
Because God hates certain things. I'm sorry to say, for all people that love people.
Yeah.
But if you're gay, nigga, it's out of there. So at the end of the day, bro, I get what people are saying. Oh, he's such a nice person. He's so inclusive of everybody. But that's not what. There's love and there's hate. But there's also the truth. And the truth is, bro, everyone is not going to heaven. So at the end of the day, bro, you gotta let people know what it is so they can change. If not, they can stay the same and then burn in hell.
Takes a man and a woman to make a kid. I know that's like unique language to you guys nowadays, but 1 + 1 is going to equal 2. It is
How
what
dare
it is.
you?
Well, I mean, listen, guys. I want to make this clear. Like, women are insane, and we deal with them to have kids and a family. Okay, if you're not willing to deal with that nagging, and you instead want to get knee pads, okay, cool, do your thing, man. But I like kids, and this is the stuff we do because we want kids. Even if these guys don't have kids, but they want kids, I can assure you, everyone here wants family. Because when it comes down to it, you take care of someone unconditionally when they're young, and they take care of you when you're old.
Yeah.
The circle of life. People don't get it, but it is what it is. These women who are in their 40s, who keep getting, doing what they're doing. And then all of a sudden they can't have kids because they waited too long. So cooked.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if this means that our death rates are going to get earlier if we're not going to have a lot of adults to have kids to take care of them, or even no one to like love on.
Good
to
point.
be worried about. Because a lot of people when they die, so the older they get, the more you're in control with your death. Like people die from heartbreaks and things like that. So I can't imagine if you have no one to stay behind for.
What's wild too as well, to your point, a lot of these girls that do sex work are low-key depressed. Because they'll be on the internet and say, oh, I'm independent, I make a lot of money.
Yep.
But meet them in person when they're not on camera.
Yeah.
Lights are off. And just them, they are depressed because nobody with actual heart or soul loves them, bro. No offense. Other than their mom, maybe their dad. But even that's quite questionable. Because, listen, a
lot of their daddies loved them a little bit too much.
Yo, bro, Gary, God damn it.
Let's keep being real.
I'm trying to be a nice guy here. Holy, brother.
Different type of daddy.
So listen. Their whole stick is to say, you know what? If I get enough money, someone's gonna love me. But really, that won't happen because your acts online is the actual issue, not the money itself. So I would say this, just to keep it short and brief. A lot of women want love, especially nowadays, but because of their lifestyle, how they do sex, and birth control, when they already have kids like 35, 32, it's hard because now it's like you're older, no one really wants you, and then of course kids. Like, come on, really?
Yeah.
So it's tough, man. Really tough.
Yeah, make sure she ain't vaccinated either, man.
That too, bro. Holy.
Back in my day, just had to make sure she wasn't, running those miles. Now you gotta make sure she's like not vaccinated too. Damn. So there's a lot of stuff people have to watch out for. They really do. And this is where those religious institutions should actually push back. Instead, the Muslims and the Christians and the Jews and everyone else around the world to take the vax. Capitalist here, the communists in China and Russia, what they do? They all told you to take the vax. That basically shows you there's a hidden hand. The Christians always fighting with the Muslims and Jews, but they all said the same thing. The capitalists, communists, all fight. Oh, but they all told you the same thing about the vax. There's always a hidden hand running everything.
Of course.
You'd be a moron to think any differently. It is what it is.
Or it's by accident. Is in my brother-in-law, his birthday as well, June 20th, 97. Sorry, 66, 76. It's my birthday with your advice. I ain't signing that marriage contract. Any more info? Thanks, bro.
That's signing a marriage contract. I guess you've been watching a lot of programming with this guy. It is what it is. I support that.
Good choice.
Anyways, let's see what we have here. We have an 11 Lifepath who's born in the 16th. So, okay, so you got an interesting combination because 11s tend to be extremely emotional, but you're born on the 16th, 1 and 6 to 7, and that is the least emotional number. So you probably get emotional when competitive about sports, but you probably don't get as emotional about relationships as most 11s. You're also an ox, so good things should happen to you this year. You are in an 8-year cycle. That's a good year. And so the astrology and the numerology matches. So that basically tells me you should go forward. You're in 8 years, so make power moves, make investments, do what you have to do to expand. Next year, cut off some people. It is what it is. The year you got to watch out for as a negative is 2027, goat year. Right now, you're in the snake year, you're ox, all good. Let's see who we talking about. The next one, go back. They had 2 birthdays there.
Yeah, June 20th, 76.
Okay, so that is a 4 Lifepath. Oh, okay. Is that why she said no contract? 4s are so they're so dull with their jokes and everything like that, man. Yep. They always have legal jokes. You got to force the number of law and order, so they have legal jokes and stuff like that. Anyways, you're a dragon, so of course a dragon doesn't want to get tied down. This is an interesting relationship. And unless the 4 is working their ass off to the point where, they're not there every minute, it's going to be competitive. When you're an ox and a dragon, those are 2 very hard-headed signs. Not 2 people are going to change. Like, they're like metal. They ain't bending. So you got 2 pieces of metal there. They're always going to be clank, 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 clank. That's how it is when the ox and the dragon have a relationship. The person born June 1976, I'm not actually sure you actually should get married or anything like that. So that marriage contract definitely isn't for them.
It's safer, especially nowadays.
Yep. Let's see who's next.
Butcher, 06, 28, 91, male goat. Helps to make the 28 and 9 life path work to run up the bag.
Listen, I should just say chalk this one, man, because that's Elon Musk's birthday.
Oh my god!
I should just say chalk that one, man.
Oh my god!
Should we just chalk this one, man? Because it's Elon Musk's birthday. Okay.
Nah.
So here's the thing, man.
Here go.
You're in the 6-year cycle. So right now, since your birthday hit last year, you've had a lot more responsibility in your life, whether it be family, business, a lot more demand of your services. After your birthday hits this year, you can be in the 7-year cycle. 7 is one of those type of years where you become more isolated. You become more of a loner. You start cutting people off. So not a good time to be in a relationship. Not a good time to actually start a relationship. Money probably isn't the best. Is it, Dom?
No, hell no.
No, that's 7-year. It ain't the best. So, but the thing is, after the 7-year hits, then comes the 8-year cycle. And you're going to have part of that 8-year cycle in 2027, which is your year of the GOAT. So everything's going to work out for you financially, man. Everything will. The issue with you is that family thing, bro. Are you going to sacrifice everything you can in life just to get it back? Because that's what I see right here, bro. I mean, I understand you date around. You're going to have money. You're going to date around. You're a smooth talker. He's one of those goats. So people who are goats, they got that mouthpiece.
They really do.
They really know how to talk to people. My advice to you, build a big network, but do not forget about family. If you do, you will regret it when you're in your 40s and 50s. I'm telling you right now, bro. You don't want to be that guy who's on the phone with me who's worth 100, 150 mil. Yo, I got no kids, man. I don't know what to do with my life right now. Well, maybe a little too late because now you're going to be like, yo, what about this 25-year-old girl? She's going to take your bag.
Damn.
Even if she gives you a kid, she's going to take the kid and take the bag. Too late at that point. So it is what it is.
All right. And then Mario, special mention. Shout out to Mario, always supporting. And then last one here, we got Ivan. Hi, Gary. I'm born 3rd November, 99.
3rd of November, 1999. That's an interesting birthday. The 99s are usually in the cat year. The very beginning of it is still in a tiger year. But 99 adds up to 28. So I've seen a lot of successful people born in 1999 already because that number adds up to 28. And so that's like the year of wealth. So that particular year, the cat's booming. They're really capitalist minded. As a person, I mean, I'm going to keep it real. You're home and family oriented because you have the 6 energy, but you're still going to do your own thing. And what that basically means is like you participate when you freaking want to. Cats do things on their own time, bro. That's how cats operate. They do things on their own time because they value their time very much. As a matter of fact, if a rooster doesn't like you, you're gonna know it.
Up front.
If a monkey doesn't like you, it's gonna try to bully you. Okay, that's how monkeys are. They try to bully. If a tiger doesn't like you, you know, it might try to square up with you. You know, if a cat doesn't like you, it won't do anything. It'll just ignore you because you're not worth its time. Cats are the type of people who tip the most. I always found that peculiar. I'm like, why would cats tip the most? You hear these stories of Michael Jordan just leaving these big tips. He's definitely not LeBron's cheap ass. You know, he leaves big tips. Why do they? Because they fucking can. It's their way of saying "fuck you."
What the hell?
Damn, that's crazy.
That's how cats operate. So this is how cats operate. So he's also a Scorpio. You got to be careful with the women, bro. If you have a weakness out there, it's these broads. Do not end up like our friend Shannon Sharpe. You do not want to, because I'm looking at this birthday, and that's very possible. Short attention span. You get bored very quickly. And I see it's possible for you to have legal issues. That's why I'm trying to keep it real with you, bro. You don't want that life. You have a great talent of looking in people's eyes and tell if they're lying. You would be a great freaking poker player. Not sure if that's something you do. Expect to travel a lot in life. If you are, you shouldn't have kids until 2027. So it is what it is.
Yeah. All right. One more here as well. We have Nate says 09, 18, 90. Thanks, fellas.
All right. We have a one life path horse. Yeah, stubborn SOB, man. Horses are notorious for their stubborn nature. Revolutionaries in life tend to be horses. Hugo Chavez in Venezuela, Vladimir Lenin in the USSR. The horses are such revolutionaries, especially the fire horses. Especially the fire horses. That's going to be the 78s. Those ones are extremely dangerous. So the Japanese royal family, they know about astrology. This is something, you know, they've known about for a long time. They used to go out there and specifically kill a whole bunch of babies born in a certain year. If those babies were born in a fire horse year, they would literally go to the villages and kill all the kids.
What?
Because they were afraid that at some point those horses would rise up and start a rebellion. This is what they do. Horses rebel against the system. Our mutual friend, what is he doing? Rebelling against the system. No fucks given. This is how they are. Nelson Mandela. He rebelled against the system. He rebelled against apartheid. Spent 27 years in prison because he's a stubborn son of a bitch. They came to him and they're like, listen, sign this piece of paper saying you renounce violence. Nothing else. Just renounce violence. We'll let you go. He said, fuck you. He said, fuck seeing the kids. Fuck fucking the wife. I'm staying in this prison because I'm a principled man. It worked out for him. 27 years later, he became the president of the country. But again, could you imagine being stuck in a cell knowing you could leave anytime you want and still voluntarily doing 20 more years because you're that stubborn?
Wow.
That's how horses are. So it's okay for a horse to be stubborn. It's in their nature to be stubborn. The problem with horses when they're stubborn for the sake of being stubborn, that's when they start interfering with their best interests. Because when you're being very stubborn, at some point you're doing it because you're being emotional. So when horses are being stubborn, they're actually not doing it in their best interest all the time. Now, do you guys know why horses are so stubborn?
I don't.
I mean, there's a saying that says, I don't know.
The horse's enemy is the rat. The rat, get this clip, guys. The rat is the most manipulative sign.
Wow.
So the natural defense against manipulation is being stubborn. You understand how the system works? You see the beauty of the system? The rat is the most manipulative. The horse is the most stubborn because you can manipulate dumb people. You can manipulate smart people. You ain't gonna manipulate no stubborn person. Wow. Now, this person's also a one life path, born freaking leader. So when it comes down to it, people who are ones and people who are horses, they need to be athletic. They need to be doing that gym stuff. Our boy, one, He has that energy as well. So when it comes down to it, I want people to understand this particular birthday is all about thriving under pressure, being a leader, and an adaptive leader to a point. Just make sure that stubborn nature doesn't get in your way. Next year, fucking kill it, bro. That's your year.
All right.
If we got more readings, we'll do a little bit later. I'm not going to do a whole reading show. We got a podcast to do. We'll get back to the readings in 15 minutes. 98 or above, guys.
Yes, we will. All right.
All right, John.
Are we going to get demonetized if we play this? Because that's what happened last time.
We can get that one.
Yeah, okay. So just put the pictures up. You want to talk about John Cena?
John Cena won his 17th title at WrestleMania 41. It's been going pretty viral just because the dude is back at it and he looks super young on it. And it's just really, I guess, a lot of people from the millennial area is feeling very nostalgic, especially seeing the return of Randy Orton.
I think wrestling's making a comeback, man. Logan Paul's doing a good job of keeping it alive as well, a whole new audience. And I think for most people here, seeing him back is like, like the old times. And obviously, what's it called? TRT is working pretty well because he's in good shape still. And he looks the same.
John Cena, born 1977, the year of the snake, takes the
comes back.
spotlight again in 2025, the year of the snake. Astrology at work. And who was the second main character in WrestleMania this year? A guy by the name of who?
Randy Orton.
Not Randy Orton.
Was it Randy Orton?
Paul Heyman.
Oh.
Paul Heyman betrayed. I know it's all scripted, but go with it. Paul Heyman betrayed the tribal chief. He betrayed his best friend, and he joined forces with some other guy who's who have the feud with. God damn it, you're kind of forgettable, so don't think anything of it. Oh, Seth Rollins, that's your name. Okay, you're kind of forgettable, bro. You're not like Roman Reigns and shit like that. But at the end of the day, Paul Heyman's a snake. So the two most talked about guys this WrestleMania are snakes in a snake year. It just shows you how this works. And it's not like Triple H, Paul Levesque, his real name, knows what he's doing. This has nothing to do with what he's doing, but it just shows you how energy works when you're aligned with the universe. It's very simple, guys. The guy who just won the Masters, born 1989. It was the 89th Masters. The guy born 1989, the year of the snake, in the snake year wins it.
Not by accident.
Nope. So again, every single time, congrats, John Cena. You're still a sellout for your position in China, but congrats, bro.
W. Cena.
All right. What's the next one here? And then we'll get into the main topic pretty soon, guys, for Shannon Sharpe. There's a lot to cover there.
Awful lot.
A lot to cover in there.
All right. Yes. So Lil Uzi Vert, rapper, was hospitalized in New York City, kept in the ER overnight. I don't think we really got any details. I haven't heard anything on the back
We
end.
got something to talk about with him as well, bro.
With Uzi?
Yeah. Bills, you want to look up his birthday real quick?
You know the thing about Uzi, man? He makes good music. I know people hate on Uzi because of his style, what he says, his look. But music-wise, I think he makes good music.
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy is.
He's a rapper.
I knew that.
But recently, he's been going a little bit more flamboyant, if you ask me. I don't know why, but in this case, bro, the legend that he made in the rap scene is still there, but his antics are making it kind of hard to like music anymore because it's way more flamboyant, if you get what I'm saying.
I just think it's desperation to sell. Desperation just to sell, and then it also shows that if he's having to do this, he's gone from being an actual talented rapper now moving into depending on gimmicks, which is the inevitable fate for all rappers. If you want to get some type of that substance back, they're willing to do anything to get that clout back. Clout to me is as addictive as money itself.
Yeah.
And it's only as addictive as money when you lose it. When you lose clout, you never know how valuable it is. And I can't imagine at the level that Lil Uzi is, where every time you have to step out your house, you got to sign autographs, or you're not even safe without security.
He's at that level? Because I don't even know who this clown is.
Yeah, he definitely was. He was one of the most successful from the millennial generation.
Kids, don't try to be like this clown. He's an 8 life path. Money comes to 8s. But if you notice, he's born 1995, the year of the pig. How many times I need to tell you? Pigs take L's in snake years. We keep going down the list. Wes Watson, Adam 22 is about to have a kid in his enemy year. Good job there. Do you know there's another pig who had a kid in his enemy year? Howard Stern. That kid ended up hating his ass. So congratulations, Adam 22. You degenerate. Karmic fucking is coming back to you, piece of shit. Your kid's gonna end up hating you.
Wait. She's not pregnant. Is she?
He claimed she was.
I don't think she is, bro. Wait, is she? No way.
He said she was.
Nah, he's not. Nah.
There's gonna be problems there, bro.
Let's go to the next story.
Yeah. So
let's not. The fuck?
yeah.
Hold on. Nah. This got to be fake, bro. I don't think this is real. I'm gonna get the 401 right now.
What's that right there?
Huh? That was like AI, bro. Why she got abs on her belly then? Being not pregnant. Hold on. I'm at the source right now. What's happening?
That's the source, man.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
We also know Adam 22 went bankrupt this year. His company.
Yes.
Peg having issues in the snake year. Wes Watson, Elon Musk, Hooters, Disney, all taking L's. Anything with
Hooters
that big energy.
Hooters
is
hit too?
Yeah.
Oh my
They're
God.
all
It's
taking L's, bro.
undefeated.
They're all taking
This is
L's,
crazy.
man.
Hooters.
I told people how this works.
This
And
is
Elon Musk
crazy.
said he's leaving government, isn't he?
Yeah.
Did I not promise everyone that he
said it.
was going to leave?
You said before July. I know it for a fact. Before the summer. You was on it. Yeah, you were on it, man.
Right
you were
around
on it.
that
Dude, you were on
birthday.
it.
I
He
said
hit
it.
it for a fact.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Low tier God accuses DDG of botting his subscribers and viewers after hitting 70,000 subs. This has been just in the debate in the streamer world over the past 2 weeks. I've seen some stuff about Casanat, Rakai, and other streamers. So it just appears that's gotten to him now.
This guy got quite a mouth on him.
He does, bro. He's banned a couple times too. Little Terry God. He don't play, bro.
If you think that this nigga got 70,000 off things, subs, you're out of your fucking mind. If you think the viewers are really out of your fucking mind. You don't just do this shit randomly. Bro, somebody find me a clip from 2 months ago. Where was the sub count at? Nobody grows that fast on Twitch. Nobody, bruh. You gonna tell me this nigga 70,000, Kai averages 100,000. Y'all niggas are slow, bro. You gonna tell me this nigga only what? Some thousands under Kai? Bro, the shit's botted, my nigga. Whether you want to believe it or not, the shit's botted. The nigga has the money to funnel this shit. Bro, you know who used to talk about this? You know who used to talk about this nigga and be real? Soulmate. Said how the nigga he always wanted to just be a part of something and would just buy into an image. Bro, the nigga's buying into the streamer shit now. Trying to hop it. He has the money to funnel it. I don't believe these numbers are real. I don't believe they're real. Every time I've seen DDG stream, it was only 1,000 niggas in there. If he was talking about somebody it was 2K. All of a sudden, randomly, the nigga's averaging crazy thousands and got 70,000 subs. Come on, bro.
I think this about to get exposed this year.
He is exposed to something very dark in the industry, right? So, rap industry, there's some dark secrets there, of course, behind the scenes. People, they manipulate numbers.
Yep.
They put you high in the charts. They only push your song, whatever. With streamers, it's a little bit different because you're your own company. You're your own boss. So what happens is, okay, if I want to get a deal or get more people watching me, what does that have to, what does that entail?
Yeah.
And it entails you having a fun, exciting experience that people come to watch, but also a lot of viewers.
Yeah.
So what happens is people say, you know what? Damn, I'm starting low. I don't want to seem like I'm not the shit or on top. So buy some views right now on top to make it look better. What happens is the more people watching you, the more people want to see what's happening. So by proxy, just by psychology as well, when you add viewers to your actual live count, let's say for example you had 10,000 viewers, you have 1,000, it looks amazing and big.
Yeah.
This is why a lot of streamers got deals because companies saw, oh wow, they got 20K watching, 30K watching. I'll give you a deal, but let's keep it real here. Half of that was probably fake.
Yep.
And it's funny, nowadays you can get a viewbotter app to see who's viewbotting on different platforms. So before it worked because it was still new, new technology, people didn't know about it. But nowadays, guys, you can tell because honestly speaking, that's a lot of people watching you. 70K people watching you at one time is insane.
I know some of the guys selling that botting stuff, man.
Yeah.
We know them. They were actually they were actually selling the stuff to some of the platforms themselves.
Yeah.
Won't say anything else, man.
First, would you agree from what you've seen and being a content creator that although it might work even with getting the money initial deal, that technology will eventually and people's whole entire consciousness over what you're doing, they'll catch up eventually. It's going to catch up.
Here's the thing, right? A lot of people I asked a question on Twitter. I said, X. I said, guys, do you care if someone's view botting or not? Does that actually matter to you? They said really and truly no. However, here's the thing, right? Companies got smarter. They say, you know what? Of course, the money you bring into the platform. Because nowadays, especially, back in the day, people were finesse. Imagine, right? You're a content creator. You're a kid with a big audience. You might get like 5K viewers, you know, you're grinding, but 5 to 20K, 20 to 30K, 50K now. Oh, that's big numbers. That's like a fucking stadium times 10.
Yeah.
So what's happening now? You got 50K people watching you. What does that mean? It means that you are a big personality online. And when that comes promotions, sponsorships, and brands. So if you're smart, all right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start off with my audience and blow that shit up to look really big. And I can go to a company and say, listen, this is my brand. These are the viewers. This is what I'm pulling in every month. Let's talk some business. But before that, you hit rappers, other celebrities come on your show. I'm averaging 50K viewers. Come on my show. It's lit. Really, truly, it's maybe like 10, a little bit under 10 maybe. But because the numbers look so big, people are like, oh, shit, I'll hop on. Yeah. So now you got collabs, sponsors, and a deal. That's the name of the game, man. Listen, I've been in the game for 6 years now, basically, 5, 6 years. And I've seen the dark side of streaming, the good side. And listen, most of it is fake. Yeah. It is really fake. Keeping it real.
These people all fake here, man.
And the real ones get canceled. Look at bro, FouseyTube may sound crazy sometimes, but if you're actually in the streaming world, bro, you understand what he's saying. He's giving you the bars and the truth because maybe he's going mad. He's like, I know people ain't buy any. Pressure Fit never bought any. We took the L's. People left. People came back. You know, even me now, like I don't look like a lot of viewers, but like I know they're real people. Yeah, and that's what I care about. Real people supporting me and supporting the show. So I did, bro.
It's easier. The view botting has helped a lot of people.
It has.
And there's some people who are household names now
because of it.
So it's not like
I know too. Actually,
there's some people, no names, but there's some people who've done very well doing it, and there's other people who haven't. The difference is sometimes people bring guests on or have quality content that's up to par with those fake views.
Yes.
Where other people are just doing crash out content, which is like a crack. It only lasts for like 10 minutes. Man.
Yeah, it's quick.
It's like with the fake stuff, it's harder just to know where you're at because you can constantly just replace whatever you're lacking. So if you're a real content creator and let's say you get an average of 2,000 views, that day that you get 1,200 views as a content creator, it gives you the opportunity to make improvements, to make better content, to never have that low again. But when you're buying views, you don't really have to improve content. You just have to improve the price. So it's like, okay, I lost 800 viewers. Let me just pay for 800 more. So you're never improving. So I think it's self-destructive, but I just like to work hard for, reaching to the next level.
Yeah, you made a very good point, bro. Listen, the whole streaming industry itself is going through a major change. If you notice now, people are doing way more crash out because they want more viewers. Yeah. But at the same time, it can only last for so long. So as a streamer, man, if you won't get into it now, I would argue, think about this long term because in the short term, you may get some views, but like, bro, this is more than just turn the camera on or computer on and go on live with some fake viewers. That shit does not work anymore.
Crashing out, you can only do it so many times.
Yes.
Because if you crash out too many times, it's like a woman crying. People like, okay, whatever.
They don't believe you anymore.
Shit. We don't believe you anymore. So if you crash out all the time, it doesn't work for that many people, man. You have to pick your moments. And by the way, it's okay to crash out. Just make sure you pick your moments right,
Yeah. Good point. Good point.
Jeffree Star just...
Real quick. Special announcement. Just real quick. Sorry, Gary. It ain't true. I hit up our boy, 22.
He said it himself?
Tooster. He told me himself.
He told you yourself?
That is not a real picture of a pregnant lady. What it was is something else. But again, this is why I believe Adam is still cool. I'm cool with Adam. I don't hate Adam at all. But a lot of things online about Adam are not true. Yeah. If you ask the person behind the scenes, they'll tell you.
Let me ask you this, man. Is he a degenerate?
Listen,
is he a cuck?
I'll say this. Adam is his own man. His own choices. He does his own thing.
So Fresh is born on the 2nd, and sometimes they will give you politically correct answers. So, and I understand. And
he blocked me.
And there you go. There you go.
Yeah,
so
he blocked me before,
We can
but
talk
it's
about
okay.
him. So again, he's not one of my contacts. I never want to see the guy. I think he's a cuck. I think he's getting exactly what he deserves.
Well,
a whole
actually,
bunch of
I do know a cuck.
press. Oh, there's quite a few of them.
Oh, shit.
There's quite a few of them. But at the end of the day, I'm calling out Adam. You are literally a piece of garbage. How do you watch your wife get plowed? Bro, it's beyond me. It's beyond me.
Yeah.
Am I on my mind, bro?
No, you're not. It's wild. It's wild.
This shit's wilding out, bro. Always these white people like doing crazy shit, man.
Listen, that's your people, man. White people.
Well, hold on.
I'm kidding.
If you ask Twitter, I'm Jewish.
Yeah,
Actually,
they are.
that's true. Actually, yeah, that's not your people. My bad. Bruh. It's wild, but hey, it's what it
Shalom.
is.
Ready?
Yeah, there you go.
Jeffree Star alluded in a new post that the old rumors that he had gay sexual relationship with Kanye West were true.
That's your people.
Oh, damn, dog. That's crazy. Damn,
I don't claim
Bro, you know what's crazy? Back in the day, I was so proud. A black man was on this main screen making interracial couples a real thing. Even though I didn't like Kim, he made Kim his girl, whatever, bad idea. But for us niggas on the street, that was good.
Yeah, he got
For the
one.
first time, white girls was like, oh shit, I want niggas.
Yeah.
First time. Hispanics, I want niggas. I'm like, yes,
Kanye gave
we
us
got
that.
this shit, nigga. It's over. And then, now this bullshit, bro. Listen, Kanye, man, I don't know what happened to your head, bro. You were the G back in the day, bro. What is this? Bruv, is this true?
Bombocard.
Banabasi man, bro.
You know, it's funny.
Damn.
We thought he was on his knees for Jesus. We thought
But-
wrong.
Someone brought up something.
Is this true, though? Is this true?
Yeah. Jeffree it's actually still on the dude Twitter. He posted about that, saying it. But it's crazy because, bro, it's almost like, man, everyone's somewhat responsible for Kanye as much as he's responsible for himself because this nigga showed us who he was long ago. They were talking about there was a video of him buying like porn magazines on the street. It's like, bro, that's not normal. That's not normal nigga shit. And it was like, oh, yay's just yay. For too many times we've said yay is just yay. This is a real human being, and some of the shit he's doing not human. It's like, bro, we've allowed him to get to this point because there were so many times where we should have intervened. We say, well, we shouldn't intervene in this specific individual because he's just yay. The same reason why Snoop Dogg can smoke anywhere else, a normal nigga can't. It's like some people are given passes, bro, where we forget they're human under the same laws as everyone else.
Yo, man, what the fuck, man? There's people who can smoke places I can't.
Yes.
Yes, Snoop Dogg can smoke anywhere,
Anywhere
he
he
wants,
wants to, bro.
Literally, it was proven like dead ass. It was some type of.
You can smoke in the White House?
Yeah, I'm dead ass. I'm not joking. He can, for real, anywhere, bro.
Yo, he got that much pull. He can
Seriously.
spark up in the White House.
I'm dead ass.
He's
We're
a
not joking.
celebrity out of bounds, bro.
Yes, bro.
He's been
He crip walk, bro.
Hold on.
The dude can
He's
crip
been
walk.
in the industry for how long? What, 30 plus years?
Yeah, it's long, bro.
Legendary, bro.
Bro, he crip walk at the Olympics and the Super Bowl. Like, bro, you crip walking, bro. That's some gang shit. He's
And he's
doing
black.
that on
And he's
live
black.
TV
And he's black.
in a family-friendly
But
audience.
smoking in the White House?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought only Obama could do that.
Dog, I don't know how he get the chance. See, look,
Oh, shit. He smoked a blunt in the White House bathroom, presumably December 2013, during the second Obama term. Wow.
Probably with Obama.
That's crazy.
I wonder what else they're doing in the bathroom.
I got 2 words for Kanye, bro. 2 words.
How, Sway?
If this is true, bro, how in the heck did this become mainstream news? Because, nigga, you don't tell nobody this shit, bro.
it became
Like,
mainstream
what the fuck,
news
man?
because it came out right after he said what he did about his cousin. So he opened the door for
That
Star
type
to
of
be able to do
behavior.
that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well-
he opened the door for it.
Well, to be fair, Jeffree opened the door. God damn, nigga. Yeah, Kanye, man. You taking some else today, bro. This is bad, bro. Holy smokes.
Cook, man.
You know, I guess Shannon Sharpe's kind of lucky, man. Because, I mean, listen, man, a lot of this smoke, he would have had to take, like, is being taken away and
Full
deflected
brunt. You're right.
by Kanye.
You're right.
Because, the Kanye is a different level of a star.
Yeah.
So people are still going to pay more attention to this. So this Shannon Sharpe stuff might go under the rug, and he might not have as many problems as people think he will.
You know what's crazy about the news cycle itself? It's always changing every second.
Yeah.
So something bad may come out today, tomorrow something else. So to me, it's like, oh, you had a bad day today? Whatever, nigga. There's many other news articles coming out every single day, every second. So to me, it's like, all right, you're right. Shannon Sharpe took a slight L because he took a major L saying this shit.
And honestly, it's a slight W because people didn't even believe Shannon was straight. Even after the video of him with the voice, no one can question it now.
Yeah.
No one can question his sexuality at this point, to be real. I mean, they still can question it, but we do know he still do take him down there at least.
It's more apparent, actually, from that point of view, because now he just smashed a girl. So,
yeah.
We had questions earlier, but now we know.
I always thought, at some point, maybe 10 years ago, I interviewed Kanye, and I asked him about this. Only thing I ask him now is how thick the knee pads are.
Finish him.
Yo, bro, that's wild. Listen, Kanye, please, if you need something, brother, some help,
Don't come to me, motherfucker. Don't come to me, motherfucker. I ain't helping you for shit.
This is sad, bro.
Man.
I mean, trauma is a real thing, bro. This is sad, man. Okay.
Yep.
Bills, can we?
For kicking the horse was found dead in Lake Mead. So I think we're still trying to wait on information on how he died, but he was found dead in the lake out there in Nevada.
All right.
Oh.
Why would you do that?
Obviously.
Bro, that's fucked. That's messed up.
He was
bro.
found dead. I think it was just 2 days. I think just 2 days later or 3 after
All right,
this
so here's
happened.
my theory, right? Somebody that loves horses said, "You want to play games, nigga? All right, man. Got your ass now, bro. I'm about to teleport you to the forest, kill your ass, nigga." But at the same time, bro, listen, that's cruelty, bro. And that's isn't that illegal?
No, it's illegal. Yeah,
that's
it's
definitely
animal
not
cruelty.
legal.
But
there are some animals you have to break in a certain way.
Yeah, bro.
I'm not sure that's the way to do it. So,
But you don't do it. You don't do that shit like in open doors, though, right?
I mean, I don't think that's the correct way to do it. But sometimes you got a stubborn horse. But I don't think that's the correct way to do it. But all I can say is none of us are professional cowboys. I know you motherfuckers never been on no horses. I haven't been on no horse. So, it is what it is, man.
I mean, I've been on a horse.
You been on a horse?
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I bet.
all right. Nearly a decade after his last NFL game, Colin Kaepernick partner revealed that he is still trying to get back into the NFL and is training every day, according to Nisa Diab. I guess it's his girlfriend. I think they have 1 or 2 kids together.
Colin Kaepernick is the ultimate capitalist. I will say this again. People accuse him of Black Lives Matter. People accuse him of being a communist. Yo, this is a bum-ass NFL quarterback who was on the decline, and he found a way to stay relevant.
Yeah.
He found a way to stay relevant. He found a way to generate income. Yo, why you hating on this guy? This guy is a capitalist. Okay, so again, Black Lives Matter is out of style now, so he can't really do anything. Maybe you should color your hair in the rainbow. You are from San Francisco 49ers, and start a new group. See if that works out for you.
Cycle as well, like I said earlier. His girl, right, covers news, if I'm correct, right? And Colin Kaepernick, get it? Kaepernick. I think he's the type of person that wants to be in the news media, as well. But the problem is that his career isn't even aligned with it. It's like sports is one thing for sure, but his career was almost ending, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So my thing is either do a podcast or something because, bro, this is not how you do it, bro.
He could have wrote it out the long way and went the Shannon Sharpe way, not with what he recently did, but doing sports commentary. I think that could have worked well.
Not everyone's that smart, bro.
How old is he?
I don't know how old
he's
he is.
87, I believe.
Because he's got to be old, bro.
Yeah,
by now, bro.
He's out of football. No one's
He's out of the
playing
age
his
limit.
Who's gonna put him on?
CFL.
He's just completely delusional.
CFL. Maybe he can play flag football with the transgenders.
Or whatever Dwayne The Rock Johnson got. I think he has some football league too.
All right, chats real quick.
XFL. No, let's go to cue the commercial first, Bills, and then we'll have the cue reading. Then we'll go back to the chat.
All right. Thank you for watching, guys.
Welcome back to Q Studios. And we have a contest on the Q app all the time. People can put their name, birthday on, and they can win a free public reading and membership to GG33 Academy.
Nice.
So the person who actually won it was, and they did this on Twitter. I refuse to call it the other name because F Elon. But it is 7/23/2001. That is the 6th Lifepath, 633 Snake. So again, here's the beautiful part, man. No matter who you are, you're going to be in your own energy once every 12 years. And right now, you're at that age where you're going to be in your own energy. See, when people are 11, 12, when people are 23, 24 years old, when people are 35, 36, when people are 47, 48, they're in their own energy. That's why you see most people start succeeding around that energy. So for you, this is a year you got to go hard, brother. You're also in an 11 right now, but soon you're going to be in that 3, and the 3 is about networking. The 3 is about making connections. Fresh, you need to follow this guy like a puppy dog because he'll teach you how to actually do that stuff. Yep. So in the 3 year, you want to network as much as possible, build connections, and the snake year grow because that's what people are supposed to do in their own energy. Lastly, you're born on the 23rd, expect to travel a lot. Don't let those bras get you in trouble, bro. Anyone born in the 5th, 14th, 23rd, the biggest issue is always women. Every single time. Baby mama, baby this, baby that. Stop taking notes. Stop thinking like with your Shannon Sharpe.
Stop
thinking with your Shannon Sharpe.
That's too true,
It is what it is. That reading was brought to you by the Q app. And now let's get back to the podcast.
Speaking of which, the topic at hand
is topic of the day.
The main show. Shannon Sharpe had a sharp moment with Gabby Zuniga.
Yep. Right. So here it is, man. Unk down bad. Shannon Sharpe responded to his 20-year-old accuser who turned down $10 million to make her accusations against Shannon. Gabby Zuniga and her lawyer, Tony Busby. Tony Busby is the same lawyer that attempted to sue Jay-Z. Jay-Z clapped back. Yep. He had the whole industry behind him, stand behind him. And they, retracted their statements. Busby went ahead, dropped a lawsuit from Jay-Z, and then I think this is just nothing but 3 weeks later, he goes out and hits Shannon. That's suspect because Shannon Sharpe was just getting media coverage saying he was about to get a $100 million deal. Now you get hit with a $50 million lawsuit by Tony Busby that didn't have his shit together to get Jay-Z. So it's suspect. And Busby's a lawyer from, I think, Texas. So I don't really understand what's going on with it, but it seems like he low-key is extorting celebrities.
He's trying to extort, but what happened was he ran into Jay-Z, and Jay-Z's an actual billionaire, so he has real resources. Shannon Sharpe, this is a black and mild, he's one of those, man. He doesn't have the, he can't fight back like Jay-Z. So he found him a mark. He found him a mark.
This was planned though. But real quick, Bills, bring her Instagram real quick. So funny enough, man, like I said before, nobody's safe. And at the same time, Shannon Sharpe is a victim of his own choice. Listen, we're all men here. We make mistakes. Yeah. I made a couple. I know you did as well. And this is her, by the way, guys. Go to her actual main page. So she has about 500K followers. And by the way,
40 posts. That shit crazy.
Don't click the link, but it's a link to OnlyFans. Bro.
No, don't click.
Don't click it. This is actually a demon in disguise. Now, ultimately, we see here, this is what he was smashing. I can hold you. Most niggas will smash.
Yeah.
However, here's the issue that I ran into as well, and most of us do in the industry.
Yeah.
Smashing, it's cool, it's fun, until it's not. At some point, you're like, all right, Tatiana, you gotta go.
Exactly, yeah.
And this is where things get shaky, because when you want to cut it off or just like, hey, all right, you can leave now. More often than not, they get mad. Or they're like, oh, wait, is it stopping? Like, this is stopping? And at that point, they can either react badly or horrible. Because badly just means they're blowing your shit up, annoying. Horrible means, fuck this nigga. I'm about to ruin his life. So, how to put this? Right now, what's happening with Shannon Sharpe is he's actually getting a brunt of all the years of him avoiding these mistakes, because dude, he's what, 50 years old?
Yeah.
So no kids 50 years old, avoiding these broads, no scandals that I know of today.
He's almost 60.
Really, even older.
Oh, shit.
I mean, that's pretty well for that age. So I think now we're seeing in real time the actual issue and things, because dating women, bro, this happen to anybody.
Yeah.
So
he's living my nightmare, bro. Shannon Sharpe is living my nightmare. Nigga approaching 60 having to deal with our hoes?
Yeah. Oh.
Bro, what the fuck? Bro, it's bad enough for us.
Yeah.
And we're young and having. Imagine being old like that, bro. You're definitely not going to find love from these type of women, bro. So it's like, bro, it's one thing to have to deal with whores, but to be dealing with whores that's generations below you, bro, it's like you don't have a chance, bro.
He don't know the game.
You could tell.
Yeah,
she's
he don't. It's
possessed,
also I
too.
say it's a nightmare because you gotta be on culture, on slang, on all that to know how to deal with these women. They gonna eat them alive, bro. If I was a 60-year-old old head, I wouldn't have a chance, bro.
Yeah.
The new women are gonna be on something totally different.
That's the sad part, man. For Shannon, because he's a bit older, and there's a huge gap between.
Still thinking with his little one, man. Still think, and any man who thinks with his little instead of his big, you're always gonna have problems like this, especially if you have money. If you don't have money, they don't need you. Don't worry about that. If you don't have any money, no one's suing you. No one's doing shit. They might lock your ass up. Yeah. But they ain't gonna sue you.
Yeah.
You could look in this woman's eyes. She's a demon.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing there. This is a demon. Okay. Quite frankly, I don't even find her face that attractive.
Yeah, it's the ass.
Like she basically is in the gym 24/7. She's not an attractive woman. She built herself a body. She bought herself some fucking tits. You can tell she's mentally ill. Why would you ever want to be anywhere near a woman like this, man? I mean,
Bro.
Well,
Gary,
no, man.
real quick, brother.
Bruh.
You're not one of us, bro. Being black, we got a curse, bro.
Yeah.
Hold on, Gary. Respectfully, nigga.
He telling the truth.
Gary, respectfully, bro.
He telling the truth.
You ain't one of us, bro. Listen, there is a burden on black men to stay celibate because dude, it's hard.
It is,
Listen,
bro.
Chat, y'all niggas know, bro. If you're black like us, bro, you know there's a deep desire just to smash everything moving, and it can be anywhere else.
Fuck, are you a dog?
Wait, let me finish. France, Germany, wherever we are, bro, we gotta smash.
Yeah.
So listen, I'm not excusing his behavior because nigga, I did it too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that as a black man, it's tough out here, bro. It's tough
out here, man.
So listen, we'll play the video of him responding to her.
Start putting some chastity belts on these bros.
Yeah, bro, something. Yeah, man, out here it's tough, man. It's tough. Huh?
I mean, that's everyone's type, but at the end of
Bro,
the day, she's a 3 or 4.
Keep it
bro.
real, bro. Everyone here will smash this at Gary.
Yeah. I will.
Because he married, but all right, we'll play it. Yeah, nigga, you hit the windows. Come on, bro. Stop you hit two, nigga. Come on, man. Snow buddy heaven. Nigga, you hit two, nigga.
Yeah, I probably hit.
Bro, I don't go skiing, bro.
What? Oh man, now.
I never went snowboarding.
That's
I
crazy.
want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right.
They got Aunt talking
This
like
is
a
all
reporter.
being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z.
See? Yeah.
Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into
Lord,
every
I don't know.
stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly, on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Man, dealing with young hoes got this man talking to the world, bro. This shit crazy. His whole career is in the hands of a woman that just turned 20.
Bills, go to my Twitter real quick. So here's some real backstory. So he met her at the gym. And I might know a girl that knows her in OnlyFans worlds. But what happened was she was kind of like, I'm in the gym working out. I ain't paying attention on mine. Whatever. He spoke to her a little bit more, offered her some luxury experiences, and she said, you know what? Fuck it. I'll talk to this guy. Because you can clearly see she don't love this nigga, bro.
Yeah.
She's about money. She's about getting the bag and living this certain lifestyle, right? So what happened is he actually pushed it on to say, you know what? I'll fuck with you if you fuck with me. Meaning, AKA, I'll take care of you.
Yeah.
You take care of me. So this from the very beginning was never anything long term. It was just like, okay, you give me this, I give you this.
Transactional.
Exactly. So if you start off that way, it's gonna end that way.
Yeah.
But as a result, though, you can see clearly as well that she don't give a fuck. At least if a girl loves you, yeah, she may hate you and want to destroy you, but like, there's a level of like, all right, you know what? Some mercy. This is just cool,
Whole
bro.
different level, man.
But watch what Money says to him during this interview, which is very telling. Before this actually happened before this whole scandal happened. Play it real quick.
I think she was the guest right after Cat Williams.
Yep. Here we go.
To us, how this dating thing, because it's Mo is different now than when you and I.
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
Are you trying to say what you trying to say? Mo?
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at me.
I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me live my life.
Let me tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I know.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. When they want you to go for the 4th round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, you want some money to go to Starbucks?
Yeah,
because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that 4th round, she's going to say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you. Shit.
He laughed through the shit
I
you
was
supposed to
going
be
to be
listening
scared.
to.
You can stop here.
Yes, I'm talking, and I know.
So, all right, just keeping it real. Was she spitting or not?
She was real.
Keeping it real?
He laughing through it. He should have just took that, took some of that to the chin. He trying to laugh through it. Like, sometimes when people telling you the truth, man, it's not really good to try to break the ice. You should just take some shit in. Like, he needed to hear that.
Listen, Gary, what do you think? Honestly, man, listen, Gary's not on the bus. He don't really understand what's happening here.
Gary.
But this is your auntie telling you, listen, Tyrone, get it together, nigga.
Can't do it.
Because what's going to happen to you is going to be bad. And I can only imagine being that age, and you're missing like 2 generations, basically,
Yeah.
2 to 3, like major gaps where like you don't even know how to use Snapchat properly.
Yeah.
Or TikTok properly. You're more focused on YouTube because it's more stable, it's more older, more refined.
This guy's Sharp. He's never been married. He has no kids, right?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that we know of.
How many times has she been married? She sounds like she's talking from experience, man.
Yeah.
How many times has she been fucking married talking about she's going to take care of? What happened to all the men you couldn't take care of before?
Shots fired.
Come on, man. Listen, man. I don't listen to women about much, but especially when they're divorced like 3-4 times.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck you got to tell me, bro?
Yeah.
3 times?
Damn.
3 times.
There you go.
I didn't even know. But just the way she talking. She's trying to sweet talk them. Like she sweet talked those 3 suckers. And she got that fucking money.
That's what I get you.
Yeah, she talking about, don't go to the 26-year-old woman. But who knows, man? Maybe she's better with the lips.
Yeah. And here's the sad part, right? This is actually happening because, listen, we've all been there.
Mm-hmm.
Met a chick, we shouldn't be smashing. Things go a little bit longer than it should.
Yeah.
We try to dip. They don't want to leave. And then they get mad at you and then things happen. Look, I'm going to say this, bro. It can happen to anybody, especially if you're black. But the point is that I think for right now, Shannon Sharpe, he started wrong.
Yeah.
He started by trying to sway her in a certain way with experiences, gifts, and that never ends well.
And something else I don't get, man. He's not only, this ain't his first time being famous. Dude's been famous longer than pretty much than I've been alive. What confuses me is that why he was willing to get that freaky in text.
Oh,
being that famous, man.
Hold on. I'm glad you said that. I got you, bro. So dating, right? There's a actual method and also a way of life called the BDSM, lifestyle, right? And what happens is people often want a more aggressive, more dominant person that controls the sex in the, in our relationship. But sometimes people have a little hint of it and they sprinkle it in to make you become a certain way. So, for example, for her actual motive is diabolical. She started off with a nice, slow, pure approach, wink, wink, and then says, well, you know what? I like it very aggressive. I like to be told to shut up, slap my face, spit in my face, and tell me you're going to choke me. So now, it sounds crazy, by the way, for most people. Most guys will be like, what the fuck? I would never do that. Like, how dare you?
How dare That's crazy. You?
But this is normal, guys. This actually happens a lot. And this is why I never speak like this to a girl.
Listen to him. Listen to him.
Or on the phone. Listen, you can call me, oh, you got pregnant, whatever. Nigga, I never do nothing like this because, first of all, it's how to get you. And what happens is, nowadays especially, they'll record you, they'll take it out of context, and frame it as, oh, he's this and that. Hell no. Everyone watching here as a guy, bro, do not ever talk to her sexually on the phone or in text. Listen, when I see you, you know what time it is. End it there.
A woman will use something against you? Never.
No, of course not. And the problem is with Sharpe is that, dude, congrats to him because he, for 60 plus years, if I'm correct, he dodged major bullets. Because, dude, you're going to run to, I promise you, bro, it doesn't matter who you are. At some point, some girl is going to be mad at you and try to destroy your life. Look at Chris Brown.
Yep.
Niggas is
his whole life.
A-list, dance, sing, voice, charismatic, good-looking pause. Bro, niggas talented. And one incident messed up his career in a major way. So I just think that, like, at some point, it's going to come to your front door. However, for Sharpe especially, she played this plan so well. You start off cool, calm, collected. Well, you know what? I like rough sex in the bedroom. I like to be told that I'm a slut or a bitch. Da-da-da-da. You're like, oh, shit, for real? Oh, that's easy. She's giving you the blueprint. Fuck yourself up because now, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. I'm over this. And then before you know it, bro, she takes some screenshots, records your voice notes. He raped me.
Yeah.
Listen, this is a common tactic women use to either defame you or especially get money from you. And now his new deal, what better timing? Oh, wait, 100 million? Give me half of that, nigga. And again, she never liked him. Remember, he met her in the gym.
Yep.
Spoke to her a couple times. She's like, I don't know. You know what? You'll pay for me? You'll take me out? You'll buy me shit? Cool, let's do this shit. OnlyFans. Does it for a living. Another simp catering to her needs. And listen, he's happy he's getting sex. But I would wager, bro. Nowadays, especially for my mistakes, bro, I'm super careful because it ain't worth it, man. Like the sex is great. Don't get me wrong. But nigga, she's a whore.
Yeah.
So at any point, bro, she says to you, you know what? Cut me a check, nigga. Excuse me?
How, Sway?
I'm gone.
Yeah.
But then when I leave, you know what? He didn't pay me the money.
Yeah.
I'm going to get his ass in real life. Goes to social media.
Yep.
He hit me. He raped me.
Yep.
Bro, this is normal nowadays, man. And this is scary. So when you say, oh, haha, laugh at Shannon Sharpe, nigga, this could be you next.
Yeah.
You make some money? You never know, bro. So listen, I guess you guys want to beat on Shannon and his career. This could be anybody, guys. So don't be like evil, man.
I hope a lot of young men are actually watching it and understand that every man is really just one nut away from losing all their paper. And I say that because it's only just it typically has to do with sex. It don't really be most of our other mistakes, man. Yeah. Hell, you see sex lose men more than addiction does.
Yeah.
And it's sad that you tell me that drugs can be included in people's lives and they're more functional than when having a woman in it. So that says a lot about it of how they are, of how they're worse than an addiction itself. But But Shannon Sharpe, he's at such a point now that this man, I think you would agree, had the biggest career of his life last year. He said he made more money last year, which is crazy to me. More money in one interview, he claims, than he did in his entire NFL career.
Wow.
And he went on to make more money. This was like January.
Cat Williams.
So he made an ass of money last year and got a private jet. It just shows the power of women and the power of our, like, of how quick we can lose everything that we built, bro. He made more money in 1 year last year, and he's about to lose over half of that the very next year by where he put his dick, man. Like, that's crazy.
So there is two stories in the Bible that are very famous. Samson and Delilah and King Solomon and his wives. Both men had great power, respect. King Solomon had more money than Samson, of course, but what happened with Samson is he trusted a woman, told her his weakness.
Yeah.
She called the enemy camp. They came in and tied him up and cut his hair.
Cooked
him. King Solomon, reportedly the wisest man at that time and in the world. He had a kingdom to his name, gold, jewelry, everything you could think of, right? Silk sand, everything. And he got bored. Listen, I want more wives. Had like 1,000 women, some wives, some concubines. But he started following their religion and their beliefs. Before you know it, lost his whole empire. So I would say, man, women destroy kingdoms, and this is an example from the beginning of time because even nowadays, guys, doesn't matter.
You can see it in everyday
Yes, you
real
can.
life.
You can.
Their last princess of a independent Hawaii was a woman, gone. The last leader of a united Korea, North and South Korea together, was a princess. Cooked. The last leader of the Ming Dynasty, a woman. Cooked. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? We don't need to believe in fairy tales. There's actually real examples of this in everyday life.
Yeah.
Actual societies are destroyed.
It's a true story. But I will say this, though. Shannon Sharpe, man, I wish you the best, bro. Hopefully she doesn't take too much money. But listen, I'll tell you this right now.
She turned down $10 million, bro.
She gets, dude, I promise you, bro, she getting something, bro. Something she getting because, bro, he offered 10 mil to go away. Dude, she's good for life.
Bro. Yeah.
10 mil properly managed, bro.
Even I don't care if she OnlyFans. Any OnlyFans where would say that's a lot of money.
Bro, she's like,
that's
you know
a
what?
lot of money, bro.
You know what? Deuces.
Yes, bro.
I'm
That's
good
a
to
lot
go.
of money, dog.
So she must be getting like 30 million, bro, or more than that. Because,
She
bro,
getting
something, bro. That's scary, man.
Definitely. They got the recording with her, I think.
Oh, yeah, this recording?
Yep. The recording showing
Bro, this is nasty work, bro. I'm actually talking to a chick, right? She's like
Yeah.
recording you the whole time. You don't even know what's happening. Nasty work, bro. Nasty.
it's
work.
several.
And he's old,
Yeah,
too.
dealing with this, bro. Yeah.
He's an old guy.
Oh, man.
He don't know what's happening. He's like, give me some butter, some bread over there. All right, let's play it.
He's the black and mild and yak guy.
Yeah, he is. You got it right with the
Some Hennessy, nigga.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I can't stand.
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what? What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby.
Oh man.
You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Pause.
Hear that voice? You hear that voice?
Notice her.
Don't manipulate. You hear that voice? She's lying.
Notice her low, dry,
Yeah, I hate when
soft
women talk like that, yeah.
talk. She wants a response from him. Dude, I remember when this agent chick called me, right? She was like, pressing me about, oh, don't want to kill the baby, this and that. And I'm like, why are you talking like you're retarded? Like, it's like slow and like, I'm like, this sounds like a fucking like weird setup. And I'm like, well, do what you want. I'm not going to hurt you. She's prodding me like, are you going to hurt me? It's like, why would I hurt you?
Trying to get you to say.
Yeah. And bro,
Then he's
this is the same, this is like flashbacks. Like, it's like, well, you're manipulating me. Bitch, who says that on the phone? Like, that's weird shit. This is why, bro, like, to me, bro, I don't trust. Dude, I promise you, bro, text and phone calls are dry as fuck.
Yeah.
Yep. You gonna be here? Cool, I'll pick you up. Done.
Dead ass. Yeah.
All this back and forth, bro, that shit's over with, my nigga.
Yeah.
I'm saving all my chats. It's all in my archives, in my iCloud, and I'm gonna keep it brief as fuck because you're not fucking me up again, bro. Hell no. So this is happening in real time because, dude, he's like, what the fuck? Like, so let's continue. And again, remember, the dynamic is sexually aggressive to each other.
And we'll get back to the super chats in about 5 minutes. Yep. And if you want a super chat out loud with your birthday, 98 or above, below, the bot will take care of it.
Yep.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
No, I don't want to be choked.
Pause.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? To you, she's like, in the past, Daddy choked me, Daddy. And we saw some text receipts from Shannon releasing them. Bro, she's a whore.
Yeah.
I don't want to be choked. Bitch, stop lying, bro. Like seriously?
They really are demonic. I don't even think there's no other word for that.
Listen,
bro.
I don't know.
Crazy,
Listen, I don't know what happened behind closed doors. I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah.
Usually speaking,
She's the precedent.
Dude, she's slowing it down for a reason, bro.
Listen, I don't want too many people to ask how I know this, but a lot of those girls who go to the gym, they like that choking shit,
bro.
Okay, so I'll just
a lot of girls
leave
do.
it at that.
Just a lot of girls
Bro,
in general.
in general.
Yeah, in general, they like that. That's just the truth.
But you know what's scary? When they like that
Women
actual
can
response.
vote. That's what's scary.
That's scary too.
That's what's scary.
But
bro.
that means somebody was choking her before you.
Yep.
Hell nah, bro.
Someone was doing a lot to her before you,
Exactly.
bro.
Slapping. Disgusting, man.
But he do kind of sound defeated in the call. I don't know.
Bro, he's probably over the shit. Like, yo, leave me alone. But let's continue though.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like.
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What? What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I see you.
You hear that big pause by her? She didn't say anything?
Yeah.
That's her saying, yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank you.
she got him.
Yep. That's
Sorry,
exactly what that
sorry.
is.
Man, they heartless as shit.
Yes, you do.
I think he low-key kind
I
of
don't
felt
think
it.
you have a choice in the matter.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad
But
at, and
I'll be
you're
honest,
just
bro.
gonna hang up on me.
It sounds
so
bad because anyone that's not aware is like, oh, he's a mean person, choker. But again, context. Why is he like this with her?
Yeah.
Listen, at the end of the day, we don't know the actual truth, but just from what we've seen so far, bro, it's kind of sus, bro. Like really sus. So,
I think we already did.
wishing him the best, man. Listen,
All right, let's do one more news, then we'll go to chats.
all right.
Did we do the Kanye? I think we did. Yeah, did we do? Yay. Oh.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about this.
All
Here we go.
right. I don't even know how we would. Are we reading the whole thing?
No, just play the video.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Treated in the past. Women who experienced mood swings and melancholy were taken by their husbands to the doctor, who diagnosed them with a condition known at the time as hysteria, which, interestingly, comes from the Greek word hystera, meaning uterus, and is now recognized as anxiety. In the doctor's office, treatment was promptly initiated, which was nothing more than a pelvic massage aimed at achieving hysterical paroxysm, now normalized as
Stop. I want you to understand. Saying, man, these women were being taken to by their husbands to a doctor who would finger them and give them an orgasm. This was going in the 17, 18, early 1900s, and you gave them the right to vote. You crazy motherfuckers, man.
And they went back in multiple times.
That's crazy.
You know
bro.
what's crazy though? It was the number one illness or mental illness at that time when this was like legal. Because almost every woman was reporting that, oh, I'm depressed. Oh, I need some treatment.
Yep.
So almost every woman, married or not, they would go get
Yep.
treatments multiple times a week, to the point of where they had devices that was like dildos, like automated devices, because there weren't enough doctors to perform the surgery. I mean, to perform the procedure.
The fingering.
Yeah,
The fingering.
it wasn't enough doctors, bro. So it says a lot about women. If you give women freedom, their lust will get so bad.
100%. You know you have an issue when your gynecologist has these huge ass forearms, bro.
Dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. Their lust is insane.
I think nowadays, especially with the whole OF and stripper lifestyle, they're more free to do what they want. But back in the day, they want to do it anyway.
Yeah.
So
that's why their impulses have to be held in check by someone who has authority over. Right? It is what it is.
yeah, it's sad, but all right.
Let's go to the super chats. Where are we at? Because I don't remember which one we did last.
Yep, head over heels.
All right, let's go. Gary, 8/20/2003. So what do we have here? We have a 33/6, much more 6. So here's what it comes down to, man. These 2003s, man. I keep telling them, if they're women, they're going to be the most beautiful women on the planet. If they're guys, they're going to be pretty boys. Because the GOAT always has the looks, man. That is one of their gifts in life. See, the ox, like Hitler, the ox like Napoleon, the ox like Saddam Hussein, iron fucking fist. I'm going to absolute dominate you. The yin yang of that is the goat. Let me sweet talk you. Let me smile. Let me do it with finesse. So that's how the goats have to operate. They have to operate with a certain je ne sais quoi. You like how I said that?
Je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, I try. We do that Fred stuff. But my advice to you: don't get married, kid. Do not get married. If you do, you're definitely going to get divorced. Here's the thing: you're going to want a family. So do what you have to do to get kids, but if you have that contract with the government and with a woman on a piece of paper, it's not going to work out for you. I promise you that right now. I do not make mistakes. I'm not saying stuff to bullshit you.
Damn.
As a 6 life path, you will do very, very well in real estate. That's where I think you should go. Right after your birthday hits, you're going to be in a 1-year cycle. That's when you go off. Right now, you're in a 9-year cycle until your birthday hits, which basically means time to cut off the bad habits in your life. It is what it is. Who's next?
We got Mario.
Read it off.
I'm trying to find out if this year cycle will affect me on this snake year. I know not all snakes can go through hard this year. I'm trying to figure out if I'm the one of the few who shouldn't go hard, and his birthday is 7/23/1989.
Nah, brother, that has nothing to do with you. Right now, you're in an 11-year cycle and a snake year. So here's the beautiful thing of it. When I discovered numerology, I was in the snake year and my 11-year cycle. So you're definitely not in one of those cycles where you shouldn't go hard. You should definitely go hard. You're also going to be in the 3-year cycle after your birthday. Again, that's communication. So, yeah, brother, everything, what you ask, you should definitely go hard.
W.
All right, we got Rise Above. 08/20/1989. Currently residing in Washington State, looking to move. Which state should I move to and run up that bag? Any money and life advice would be much appreciated.
Yeah, you definitely want to get the hell out of liberal Washington, man. I mean, those people are like cuckoo out there. It is what it is. What happened?
There we go.
There we go. Go back to that one because
I don't know how people that live in Washington, bro. I don't know how they do it.
It's
cold.
I have no idea, bro.
Boring.
I have no idea. Where we at?
Right bottom. Rise and yeah. Here we go.
Sorry.
What's that, guys?
Technical difficulties. We'll get right there, man.
Yeah, but Washington, bro.
So I remember his birthday. He was an 89 snake. So if you're asking me where 89 snakes should go, I would say 3 states. Number 3, Missouri. Missouri was found in a snake state, but quite frankly, who the hell wants to live in Kansas City or anything like that? Just complete trash, or St. Louis. Next, the state of Texas. I mean, that's a good place to live if, you're not Mr. Metcalf. But, it's a good place to live for snakes. And the absolute best place for snakes to live is Florida. That's why I'm here. I'm born in the snake year. I'm in Florida, snake state. So I would advise you to move to Florida to start making a much bigger bag. Trust me, it worked for me. It will work for you because that's how it is. Don't live in Fort Lauderdale, which is a big city, and Ventura.
Didn't know that. Okay, we got Agent Hyman 642. What a name. Okay, 0223 00. Whoopi Goldberg can kiss my butt. Haha. 2 questions. Why should this man work hard to attract modern women? Also, what are your thoughts on pinnacles? P1, MM plus DD. Childhood, P2, DD plus, or date year, young adulthood.
Yeah, okay. So is Pinnacle a system that's real? Yes. Are Pinnacles the way the books teach you actually accurate? Hell no. So I'll leave it at that. No one actually knows the correct Pinnacle system outside of GG33. So I could see why this guy wants to be a comedian. He has Zerka's birthday. It is what it is. He's a 9 life path. So 9s basically have to be very careful not to become degenerates. 9s are extremely adaptive to society. So if they're around bankers, they'll be in finance. If they're around talk show hosts, they'll be in the field. If they're around drug addicts, that's where they're going to be.
Damn.
So when it comes down to people with the 9 and the 5 energy, because you're born on the 23rd, yes, you're quite entertaining. You're probably funny as hell, as a lot of people we know born on the 23rd over here. But when it comes down to it, you have an addictive personality. You have to be very, very careful with drugs and very careful with women. You do that, I think you'll be fine. As for the pins, I wouldn't worry about that too much. Focus on year cycles. That gives you a much more in-depth reading on how the year is going to go. Year cycles pretty much dominate. And quite frankly, you're in the 7-year cycle. In the 7-year cycle, you are supposed to gain as much information as possible, learn, absorb, be that sponge that takes as much information as possible. So next year, when your 8-year cycle hits, like this man over here find out in an 8-year, money comes.
Yeah, that's the money year.
How quickly did the money come when your 8-year came?
It came on the day of the Chinese New Year.
So okay, right there, right
on Chinese New Year.
So I want you to understand.
12,000.
7-year, not too well. 8-year cycle, very well.
Yep.
It is what it is.
Okay. He said, when is GG33 takeover starting? Family thinks I'm crazy. Well,
I mean, I'm already doing. I just put up a interview with one on the track today, so it is what it is.
There you go.
Listen, I got like fucking 8 billion views. What the fuck?
Yeah, you are.
I got like 8-9 billion views. We have some TikTok channels that literally get 100 million views off this podcast.
A lot of clips.
A freaking month.
A lot of clips.
So again, don't look at YouTube views, even though I get about 3 million of those a month now. So we're doing what we can. Again, this is a niche. We're making it much, much bigger.
Yep. Man in the mirror, 10/07/92. Male, and I have a twin brother.
Let's see. So we have an 11 Lifepath, someone who's extremely charismatic, someone who is very witty. I like that. This is honestly a guy who is going to be very rich. If you're living in the United States as a monkey born in the monkey year, that's nothing but to your benefit. How do you think a punk like Shannon Sharpe makes it?
Hey, man.
It's what it is.
He did his thing. He did his thing, man.
He did his thing. He definitely did, man. I think he did a little bit too well. Looking at my man over here, you born in the 7th. So when people are born in the 7th, the main thing to them is learning as much as possible. So monkey is by far the smartest sign because they're really good at figuring things out. Stuff like that.
Monkey life.
Most of them. When it comes down to people born in the 7th, they're the most intelligent. So you have a very, very strong combination just for making money and using that intelligence to make money. So if I were you, that's what I would focus on. As a person looking at your complete birthday, you need to focus money, spirituality. Money, spirituality. Because the 7 is going to draw you into numerology, astrology, the occult. The money side of you is always going to be the material. So the best thing for you is the balance. If you can balance, you'll be doing well in life.
Okay. Jacques Maguette, Peace Kings, birthday December 5th, 1983. Union Brickslayer, 20 years in New York. Any advice? Thanks.
Yeah, sorry to tell you this. This ain't your year.
Damn.
You're born 1983. You're the pig. And just like, who's that famous rapper just got...
Vert?
Yeah, he's 95. You're the pig. So a lot of people who are born in the year of the pig are taking L's this year. So here's the best thing you can do. I'm going to explain it in football terms. You don't throw the ball down the field or it's going to be a pick 6. You don't take chances. First down up the middle, second down up the middle, third down up the middle, fourth down punt. It's better to punt than have a pick 6. So you don't take chances. You don't take risks. You lay low. That's what you do this year. You lay low. I know you're good at making money, bro, but not this year. Your year, next good year is going to be 2027. I promise you, it'll be a lot better. This is a man who's used to, doing the good things in life with making money. I don't give a fuck what he says over there. He's good at making money. One of the things with you is you're very blunt. He'll go in people's faces and tell them the truth. People don't like that.
They don't like that.
People don't like that, man. If you tell people the truth, they will hate you. If you lie to them, they'll fucking love you.
Facts.
This is how society actually works because we live in a female-dominated, beta male-dominated society. So you have to lie to people. You have to actually lie to people to get ahead. This is the world of the woman. You have to actually lie to people to get ahead. If this is all about men, we could tell each other the truth.
And keep it real.
Yo, motherfucker, you fat. I know. I know. It's all good, man. I don't want people to tell me, yo, dude, did you lose weight? Like, well, come on, bro. Stop lying. Stop patronizing me.
Don't lie to me.
Okay? Don't lie. So this is what I'm trying to talk about, man. People who are born with that type of birthday, they're very in your face. One more thing. Travel as much as possible. That's that it's good for your soul.
I love traveling, man. Traveling's fun. Last few here. Andrew Spurt says, male born December 1st, 97, blue collar career, really feeling stuck in life, wanting to make big changes this year. I can really use your insight, Gary.
Yeah, so we have a guy with Andrew Tate's birthday. So you're definitely going to be, pretty not okay with the average life. A lot of people who have Sagittarius energy, a lot of people who have one energy, they want to be kingmakers. Not all of them can be, but you all have that urge. If you want to take over the game, that's exactly what you should be doing. You're in a snake year, you're an ox. That's a very compatible mix. When it comes down to it, you're in a 3-year cycle, which means it's all about networking this year. But after your birthday hits this year, it's all going to be about a 4-year cycle. So this is very important. I want you to listen to me very carefully, man. Don't get knocked in your 4-year cycle. So right when your birthday hits this year, going into next year, you're going to have to deal with the law and order. So what that basically means is put the seatbelt on. Don't make sure you're not in compromising positions where you can get locked up. In the 4-year cycle, bro. Like back in the day when I knew about this stuff and no one else did, I wouldn't even get a motherfucker's plate and to have the 4 on their license plate. I wouldn't even get in their freaking car, bro.
What the fuck?
Well, I never got caught doing anything dirty, so it is what it is. Yeah. But at the end of the day, anything to do with 4 energy you want to avoid. So when you're in a 4-year cycle, you want to make sure you're not in the law's way. That's the most likely year people get audited by the IRS, get locked up, all sorts of that good stuff where they put those nasty bracelets on you. At the end of the day, you're very good at body language. You can read people like a book just like it. I like you being a good spiritual leader, but you have a lot of growing pains to do before you get there. Network, baby.
That's the way to go. All right, and the last one here, we have Gina Quadra. My birthday is August 10th, 04. I want to know if modeling is for me. I was scouted by the best modeling agency in my city on a 5-day, April 5th, 25. Thank you.
I mean, it's a male model or a female model because, you definitely need to do different things to advance. Some have to bend over and some have to do other things. So I'm sorry, I can't, look at your birthday and tell how attractive you are. At least not in most cases. When I'm looking at your birthday, you're a Leo, and you're born on the 10th. So I would assume you have one of those taller bodies with a very slim waist, more of an athletic build. That's more of what's in style right now. Do I think you can make it out as a model? It's going to be very difficult for me to do that. Maybe more of a fitness model type. Maybe that would be more possible and stuff like that. This is just difficult. There's limits to what I can do. Yeah. There's limits to what I can do.
Yeah,
there's
there's limits to what I can do. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be a model. I mean, god damn, bro. Want to send a picture with that shit? You probably. This is what I can assume. You got probably very long legs. You probably got a nice backside, probably a very thin to skinny waist and stuff like that. I will tell you that if you want to try to get it, the best day for you to do it is on the 1st, 10th, 28th. So if you can arrange some type of interviews during those days, that would be the most likely day for you to do it. So that's what it is. Sorry I can't help with more with that. That's one that got me.
That's so funny, man.
I mean, god damn, man. These people are interesting, man. These people are extremely interesting, man. Do we have any more, Bills? All right, that's the last one, man. Wearing me out. Anyways, man, listen. We talked about a lot of stuff today, but how lucky is Shannon Sharpe that Kanye West is around?
He definitely needed someone to take that heat off of him, man. It's no doubt. He needed someone to get some of that heat. But Kanye West thing was yesterday. Shannon Sharpe had something come out yesterday too. And then Shannon Sharpe had more news come out today. So I think Shannon, I don't think it's going to go away no time soon, especially now that we have a court case behind it. And if that sex tape does get leaked, this ain't going away no time soon.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
You see that fool talking about like 10 minutes, like you're the bad or something like that, bro?
If a Shannon Sharpe sex tape get dropped, bro.
10 minutes? Bro, you want to brag talking about 90 minutes? Don't talk about no 10 minutes, bro.
Do you remember Michelle? So he went live on Instagram by accident, and he was smashing a girl named Michelle. That was a whole nother debacle.
Yep.
Listen, Uncle. I get it, you're old, bro. But turning Instagram live on is insane, brother.
Unc just taking out.
Yeah, bro, he is.
Actually, you know what's funny? More news dropped that leaked
again
about Shannon Sharpe. So we can either react to it now or next week. Sorry, Thursday, but more shit dropped today. Bro, it's insane, bro. Curtis. Hey, Gary. Big fan. My birthday is 11/12/92. 8 Lifepath. 22 personal year. What should I focus on?
If you're at 8 Lifepath, you should always focus on making money unless you're in the 7-year cycle. That's what 8's always. See, that's the thing. Us, we can go through 8-year cycles. We go in and out of it. Everyone goes into one once every 9 years. That's how the system works. That's how the fair system works. But if you're 8, you're always in that mindset. So 8's always need to go out there and make that bag. So, I mean, you're asking me what you should do? Go out there and open the business, bro. Be in finance. That's exactly what you should do. The thing is, you're born in the 12th. You get bored quickly. You can't have get-rich schemes every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So, again, stick to 2 things you think you're really good at and start juggling them. That would be my opinion, man. Expect to do a lot of traveling after your birthday, too.
All right. We got some chats here as well. We got Kent, Washington. Hey, Gary, I have a friend who people either love.
They all have a friend.
Yeah, it's not them. It's not them. It's not them.
Never is.
It says who people either love or hate, who always seems to have a high level of knowledge or insight into most things and is good at like anything, even without studying. He was born on November 22, 1990. What the fuck? I'm not here, FYI.
That's a 7 Lifepath. That's easy. 7s are smarter than everyone else. So, very, listen, for 7 to be the smartest guy in the room, that's usually the case unless the 33's there. So in most cases, the 7's the smartest guy in the room, the 5's the best looking, the 8's one of the richest, the 28 is the richest. It all works out, man. It all works out every single time, man. So you're asking me why? Because he's a goddamn 7.
Makes sense.
7s outsmart everyone. Well, again, I told people many times, what got me into numerology was like, I saw there were smart women. I didn't actually believe in it. and then I figure out there's something called 7 life paths. I'm like, yo, this numerology stuff is real. That's what got me into it. I saw that some women were smart. I need to rationalize it. I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
Hey, man, when I saw money coming in, when I saw girls saying, how's he so accurate when he didn't even see me? I was kind of like, oh shit, man, this shit's real. There's no way. He was like thick thighs.
Yep.
Young face. I'm like,
yeah, but I can't tell if someone's a model off that. I know. I can tell certain body types.
But that was pretty accurate, man. It was on point. I was shocked, bro. It was crazy.
You call me like every day with this stuff, bro.
Yeah. Okay. So today I was with Owen Cook. We went to buy a watch, and I was like, okay, Owen, what's your birthday? Write him like a book. Exact to a T. That's crazy, bro.
Every time, undefeated. Like, he does not miss.
That's scary, bro. Just saying. Okay. Last one here, Bill?
Neither Shannon Sharpe.
He should call you first, bro.
Yeah, Shannon definitely needs his numbers read.
What's her birthday? Yeah, actually, what is her birthday? I couldn't find it.
I couldn't find it either.
Because I just says like 18 weeks. I can't tell from the time frame and then the actual date of it, but whatever. Any more bills? Are we good to go? All right, guys, this was definitely a lovely podcast. Just kidding. Yeah. But no, Shannon Sharpe, man, needs some help. I think for the boys especially, we can see in real time what happens when, you fuck with whores. Yeah. And even myself as well. I've been there, bro, done that. I'll say this off the rip. Listen, it's fun until it's not fun. So, guys, understand, again, don't do these, you know what? Do these 3 things. Before you go out with a chick, long term especially, don't leave her mad when you end it. You leave her mad, she might
hold on.
Your phone.
How do you actually leave her happy?
Here's what you do. Well, hold on. Let me finish.
I want to see how you do that, bro.
Wait. Hold on. Let me finish, nigga. So, right, what happens is, let's say you and a girl get into an argument. You're not really in the best place. You're like, fuck you, bitch. Get out of my house. Bro, you do not understand.
How dare you?
How vindictive, spiteful, and angry they could actually be. I was shocked.
Yeah.
They leave your crib. They're like, all right, nigga, I'll show you what's up. They call the police. They say you did XYZ to them, or they put shit on their face and say that you hit them. You never know nowadays. So, to respond to you, Gary, you gotta lead them in a nice, kosher way. See what I did there? so hold on.
Shalom.
What you do is you actually, you know what, babe? I was tripping. What was I doing? You were right. Listen, I'm so upset. I made you upset. You know what? Bruh. You got this, babe. I messed up. Let's go get some dinner.
You say that with a straight face? Gotcha.
Everything with a straight face. But no, the point is that, like, you got to make sure things are calmed down to a level which is cool. And then when she's far away, well, that's for another episode, but I'll tell you that
I
later
like
on.
that, man. You pretty much saying let your pride take a hit instead of what you got.
Yeah, there's
It's worth
many
more than what
prideful
you
men
have.
in jail and as well getting accused.
Your people need to hear this, man. Your people need to hear this. Pride puts people in prison.
It does. It really does. Also, part 2, never, ever text or call a girl sexual talk on the phone. I don't care if she's your girlfriend of 10 years, nigga. It don't matter. Because one time she can say, he was very abusive and he raped me. Take it out of context, play that clip. Yeah, bitch, I'm gonna fuck you and choke you when I get home. Hard. Like, what the fuck? And again, most people don't understand it's a sexual tension built conversation. So obviously it's gonna be like that, but they're like, oh, how dare you do that? That's terrible.
How dare you?
And then you're cooked. And then number 3, guys, it's a hard one to do, but just don't fuck whores. Listen, easier said than done. I've been there.
That means you gotta be celibate in Miami, right?
Yeah, bro.
Okay, I'm just
bro,
making
but
sure.
luckily I found an amazing girl that I've been chilling with, and it's helped me from stopping doing that. But at the same time, man, if you can't avoid whores completely, but again, it could be any girl. It could be a girl from the library, a girl that has a degree. But again, guys, this is an era where men are being attacked, especially with money and status. And listen, you may say, oh, bro.
So most of them don't need to worry about it.
hold on. You may say, oh, Gary Fresh, Dom, you're tripping, bro. I'm broke. Well, today you're broke, but you don't know in the future. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. Maybe you have a business idea. Maybe you're 8 life paths, 28 life paths. Who knows? All I'm saying is that you need to have things in order because, dude, keeping it real, you never know. So, again, just do what I said, guys. Don't fall for those traps. And if you can't avoid horrors completely, there you go.
Agreed.
Yeah. It's gonna be a problem in this city, man. Maybe somewhere in the Midwest you can find a good girl who wants to go cow tipping on the weekends and stuff like that. But someone's gonna be saying woo or something like that. But at the end of the day, you better learn numerology and astrology so you at least have some way of finding the right woman. Because unlike all these other people, I married a virgin and I've been married for 20 years plus. We ain't the same, pimp.
Good stuff. All right. We got the Mashka Tarot by, okay, I don't know that last name, but 040389. Will I get married? How will it be?
Okay, how will it be? I mean, you're a 7 life path and you're asking about getting married. I mean, it would help to know if you're a woman or a man. I mean,
I think it's a woman.
It's a woman?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, yeah, I think you will get married based off your birthday. But you should, you should probably wait to get married until you're in your late 30s. I mean, you're around there right now, so definitely you should get married. I think you're going to be a person who ages like wine. You have that 3 energy. You're always going to be a kid at heart. But find someone who makes you laugh because all the other stuff is going to fade. And someone who's born with 3 energy, they need someone who's funny. The same way a whore needs a pimp. They need someone who's extremely funny, man. So find someone, well, maybe not so much anymore, man. They pimp themselves now, but you still need to find a funny man, so.
Okay. All right. Dom, where can I find you, brother?
Find me on YouTube at Dom Lucre, DOMLUCRE, and Instagram and Twitter as well.
And guys, we're doing a big event May 2nd, collaboration event here in Miami for F1. If you're a member of my group, you get in for free, pretty much. CEO Network, link down below. And of course, for networking tips, how to meet people in real life and make connections, big deals as well, and dating, hit me up on that as well for link down below. And then, Gary, where can I find you, bro?
Everywhere. You can find me everywhere. GG33, Gary the Numbers Guy. Unless you're on Twitter, Elon Musk has done a good job suppressing me on there, but it's all good, brother. You're leaving the government just like I said you would, you bitch ass. You guys can say the rest of it.
Nigga.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
W Stream, man. We'll see you guys later.
W Stream.
Peace.
Yeah, one more thing. What's that thing? Oh yeah. What is that thing? I'm thinking about? What's that scam coin that was
Oh my God.
J-Proof? Yeah, bro. Listen, this guy Stewart launched a coin and he's talking all this Christian stuff. He literally rugged his people on Easter Sunday.
Oh, Jesus.
KO. Yo, dude. All these coins, man, people gotta learn from mistakes, bro. Like, you, at this point, you gotta say, hold on. I mean, there's been Hawk Tuah coin. There's been, what other coins that failed? Logan Paul's coin. Bro, let's just stop. Like, why are you still going?
Because they're stupid and they're greedy. That's
money.
a bad combination in life, man. You know, but sometimes you just cook yourselves, man. It is what it is. All right, that's a wrap.
All right, guys. Peace.
Peace.